Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, and when it comes to localization, Konami, there is no such thing. There's defense monsters in attack mode, and I've been looking it up, and apparently Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami does not want to localize Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, either the Rush Duel gamer format or Go Rush the anime. I mean, they barely freaking localize sevens apparently because they're afraid it's not gonna freaking sell and it's freaking gonna bomb. But so I guess what Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna have to stay a niche in Japan. If Konami's planning to keep Yu-Gi-Oh niche, that they're doing a good job. I mean, I thought the whole point of freaking going after the kids with Yu-Gi-Oh sevens or Go Rush and coming up with this rush dueling format is to get the kids. But if you're afraid to even put it out there and you're afraid it's gonna fail, then why even go for the kids? You might as well just go for the hardcore fan base. Or you just go with the Go Rush format and hope that eventually the knowing punk ass fans eventually get into it. I don't need two X Raiders. And what the hell is this monster? We're gonna do Graceful Charity one more time up in this piece. Polymerization, Still Diffuse Sage, Amasaki. If I get a flame manipulator, I'll be able to summon flame swords. Get rid of a dark hole because we're a gatekeeper, which is the same thing except it's your monsters, not mine. So we're gonna go ahead and summon friggin' Battle Axe in attack mode and see what she can do. Bye. So basically, Konami needs to find a middle ground where you target both casuals if it's possible, and you freaking target over, the hardcore fan base. But by trying to come up with this whole format to target kids, and then you're afraid to even freaking localize it because you're afraid it's gonna fail, then why even go after them in the first place? You might as well just make a Yu-Gi-Oh anime for the hardcores, or you just push out Rush Duels and Go Rush as much as you can, and then hope that eventually your annoying hardcore fan base will eventually get into it. And it's not everything happens overnight. Let me get rid of all those monsters over here. Bam, bam, bam. I summon X-Raider in attack mode. X-Raider attack, slice and dice. Yeah, but if you're trying to go after the kids, then you're afraid to actually go after them and localize your stuff. I thought making Yu-Gi-Oh sevens and all the Gold Rush. I thought, for sure, this is gonna get localized a lot quicker than the animes we have before because shit, they're gonna be confident about it because this is freaking because this is for going after kids. They probably have more confidence going after kids than just making another anime beta for the hardcores or whatever. The Yu-Gi-Oh range is complicated as shit. I watched the anime. Freaking, if you sneeze and look at the other direction for a second, you're gonna get lost in what the hell's going on. But they're going the other direction by making it too casual. I say, look, just go. You have to go after the hardcores first. You have to go after them, and you got to push it out to them, and then eventually it becomes popular. But freaking taking forever to localize Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, never freaking localizing the format of Rush Duels, which makes Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s useless. Because aren't the anime supposed to be a freaking advertisement for the card game? At this point, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is the anime for the sake of being anime. It's the anime to freaking satisfy the hardcores. Who's going to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s? The hardcore fans. I mean, it's on Hulu, it's on Disney XD. It's not like that's a freaking, it's like niche stuff. It's a niche market. Eventually, like, if I'm a hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh fan, if I could get into Yu-Gi-Oh Rush Duels and sevens or whatever, I know there's a lot of hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh fans that love sevens and the Rush Duel format. Just put it out there. I mean, you can put it out there alongside the freaking Master Duel tournaments. You can kind of mix it up, and then you have a section that does the Master Duels, a section that does the. The only reason I'm not summoning another monster is because Time Wizard, of course, he can't do shit by attacking. And Masaki, I want to keep him just in case Flame Manipulate comes so I can do the Flame Swords. So here we are, just not freaking going after life points and just attacking our freaking face down monsters. Just in case you're confused with what I'm doing. Bam. But yeah, so Konami has to stop having cold feet and do this already. It's all taking forever to localize the dub your freaking animes. It's like, oh, how much money does it take to dub an anime? You literally have fans for freaking doing it for free over here. At least officially sub it and have it on Crunchyroll. I mean, come on. Crunchyroll is the biggest anime streaming platform on the planet. At least make sure on day one, not 5 years down the road, or like 60 episodes in, like you did with Reigns, your lazy asses, freaking put out the freaking anime. Put it out on timely manner. Make sure it's there on day one on Crunchyroll, because Crunchyroll is a streaming service worldwide. freaking put it out there and freaking make sure the sub is out. If you don't want to dub it, if that's too much money, if you're afraid you're not going to get a return on your investment, blah, 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 blah. Even though the anime is basically an advertisement for your freaking... The anime is a freaking advertisement for your freaking card game. Like, you think you want to dub it and do as much as you can to get it out there and have it on the appropriate services. Ah, damn. What spell card does she have anyway? Nah, she have no spell cards useful. Smart move. But yeah, like just freaking at least if you don't want to dub the anime, that's fine. At least have it subbed and have it on freaking Crunchyroll. How hard is that? Well, do you have to pay Crunchyroll to have it on your freaking platform? I mean, come on. Yu-Gi-Oh is one of the most known animes out there. Freaking just have your shit out there subbed. At least do that. At least the bare minimum. At least a little bit of effort, Konami. God forbid you have put in any effort at all. Freaking put out your own website and stream your own freaking animes on your own platform and sub it. And at least have it some kind of official way. Something other than being a useless piece of shit that you love being. Alright, it's time to do it. Activate polymerization. We're gonna fuse Time Wizard and the Baby Dragon and make 1,000 Dragon Baby. Yeah, Konami just putting in no effort in is freaking annoying. You're trying to go after the kids. Kids are not gonna get into card games, right? Those days are over. Board games or card games, those days are over. Kids, they're on TikTok and they're playing their stupid mobile games, or they're gonna play, you know, something simple, whatever. You gotta put it out there. You don't advertise your anime. You don't advertise your card game. You didn't advertise Sevens. You don't advertise the game that came out, Sevens, the freaking board battle royale. You didn't advertise that. It's like, what the hell do you expect to happen? You put no advertising dollars at all. You don't want to localize. You don't even put in the effort to make it on Crunchyroll. You don't have the subs out. So you're trying to, everything you're doing right now is ensuring that Yu-Gi-Oh stays a niche thing. Even though it's the #1 trading card game in the world, you make sure it's niche. You make sure you want eventually us fans are gonna grow old and die. Well, the new generation is not gonna grow up on Yu-Gi-Oh. That shit's gonna be even further down the tubes. Because you fucks do not want to advertise your shit. You don't even put in the bare minimum effort to sub your freaking animes. The freaking play. Go Rush already has the game, their version of Battle Royale for that game came out. And you won't put that out either. You won't even put that out. Like, it's that hard. At least you could at least sub the game and put it out there. You'd think they just put in at least a little bit of effort. I think they've done that before, where they just sub the one of their games just put out there. It's like, how hard is it? Or they sub they translate into English and they take out the voices because they're too lazy to hire some voice actors because that's apparently too much money. Voice actors might charge what, $500 a session. That's just too much. Konami is the cheapest freaking company in the galaxy. You think they're going bankrupt the way they act, man. I don't even see any. I used to always see Yu-Gi-Oh cards on Walgreens or Walmart and everywhere. I don't even see them no more. My local Walgreens, I went there, I saw Pokemon cards, and see every card game known in the galaxy in the card game section except Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh was always prominent there. You have like 3 or 4 spots for Pokemon, a few spots for Magic the Gathering, all this stuff. Any spot for Yu-Gi-Oh, not one. There used to at least be 1 spot for Yu-Gi-Oh. Now I don't see nothing for Yu-Gi-Oh at all. I mean, Konami sucks, man. They're doing everything in their power to freaking. They're doing everything in their power to make sure that Yu-Gi-Oh freaking stays niche and probably ends up dying a slow death. Because the hardcore fans like me, we're gonna do everything in our freaking power to freaking go watch the animes, even if fans have to sub it themselves because they're too lazy to do it themselves. Konami. And I'll just keep playing Legacy of the Duels or Master Duel and just get my Yu-Gi-Oh fix like that. But Konami is putting in 0 effort. I mean, if they're going to be that lazy, just give the card game license to someone else who actually put in an effort to actually try to at least keep this card game alive. Because if you ask any freaking casual fan, they talk about Yu-Gi-Oh like it was an anime that came out 20,000 years ago and never made another anime since. The way Konami acts. And it's just freaking sad. There's no excuse to at least have the freaking anime sub there on Crunchyroll. And at least put out an English version, the English text version of the freaking game, and take out the voices since you don't want to hire any voice actors. Is that really that hard? I mean, Konami gets on my freaking nerves, man. 2 years after Go Rush already came out, the game came out 2 years ago as well. The game hasn't been translated, the anime hasn't been dubbed or freaking subbed or anything. And Yu-Gi-Oh stays a niche product. This is Attack Motion back to defense while I'm out. Peace.